Alright, so I'm back, and today we're going to take a look at the Fanstoys Phantasm. Does he have a mask? Mask for the Phantasm? Their version of Mirage. So here he is out of the package. Now, if you guys have been watching my videos lately, you'll know that I have come to the decision that, most people don't watch my videos for like elegant transformations or something like that. So I'm skipping transformations from now on unless there's something I really want to show off. So we're just going to look at the figure. And I know that's going to upset some people, and there's going to be comments below, and just know I'm going to ignore them because I've already explained it here. But all that being said, let's take a look at the guy. So he's got this nice finish all over him, QC34, if that makes any difference to anybody. I hate these. I really wish they would have put, there are vinyl stickers that you could put on that come off a lot easier, or they could just stick it on to the bag. I mean, like right here, QC34. How that would have been so much better than putting a sticker on my toy and having sticker marks. So yeah, there he is. Great looking figure. I do quite like the way he looks. I know, we've had some options for Mirage, so this is not the first Mirage. I've even looked at a few in the past. I think I looked at the MMC one. I may have looked at the Transform element. I can't remember. I look at a lot of toys. And I know I looked at the Unique Toys way back in the day when that was the only option. And it was a good option at the time. But it's like, man, we've come a long way. Alright, so let's look at the articulation on the figure. We'll get the gun out of the way here. Alright, so start off with his rocket launcher. It is on a swivel here and another swivel here at the base. So it kind of goes in and out a little bit and then forward. This does detach. It is on there pretty good. So I kind of don't want to pull it out. But it just plugs on. And then this piece is supposed to keep it locked in, but it doesn't really do a good job, and it is very tight tolerance, so it's kind of hard to do much with it. With this little black piece that's supposed to lock things in. Head is on a mushroom peg and a hinge, so you get the left and the right, and then up and down. The up and down moves a lot smoother. Left and right, not so much. He does come with an alternate head while we're on that topic. This is the head that comes stock on the figure. And this is the one I have on. I did switch them out. I like this one just a little bit better because it's a little bit more streamlined than the big cone. So, got two different Stoic faces, which, I guess. He's got a yelling face, and then he's got a smiley face. Now the thing about mine is when I pulled this off, his eyes are stuck in there, and the eyes are attached to these guys, so I would have to find something small to get in there and pry them out, and I'm not going to do that because I don't want to damage the eyes, I don't want to damage the head. I just want to move on with my life, but yeah, looks good. All that works pretty well. Shoulders rotate all the way around, out to the side. Get a little caught up on this piece here. And this piece does move out of the way a little bit, but that's more for transformation. There is a bicep swivel. Get you the full range there. And then elbow bend all the way up to there. Wrist swivels. And fingers open and close. No issues there. Mr. Skullface pointed this out. Now I can't unsee it. Is the way this wrist works. you've got this like hinge here with the little hinge piece on the outside, and then you can take this and it collapses here and gives you a little bit of a thinner look. I haven't decided which one I'm going to go with. I do think the hollow bit like this with this hinge here is not very sightly, but I also don't like this look at all either. It's just kind of like, oh, well, that's a pretty weird looking elbow or arm. So, ratcheted hip or ratcheted waist swivel, no issues there. He's got a little play in his torso, so I don't know if that's meant to be an ab crunch, but if it is ever so slightly. Skirting, you get your legs out to there, rotates up to there, and I love the way they designed this. It is probably the best hip skirting I've ever seen. I love it. And then it goes just back to there. But usually, like this has to fold up and out of the way, or just the way it all like kind of works together. It works really well. I like it. There is a thigh swivel, ratcheted knees. Looks like that's your die cast pieces there. Pretty good range of motion there. And then the rocker is basically this. This is all you get for the rocker. Not terrible, but you're not going to get super wide angles on him. And then the toe does tilt forward. And then, of course, he does come with the gun. You can fold the handle up. That stores it on the back fender, whatever they're called, of the car mode. I'm not much of a car guy, guys. And then, otherwise, it just plugs into the back of the hand with that. And it just tabs in really well. Hold the fingers around, and you are good. Yeah. Great looking figure. This is probably one of the few Fanstoys figures I've gotten out of packaging that I didn't need to go through with a screwdriver and tighten up a whole bunch of joints. So that's nice. Seems pretty solid. I have a lot of issues with this guy. I like him. I think he's pretty good. Pretty solid Mirage. Would have liked him better at about $100 instead of $150, but hey, at least I got free shipping out of the deal. All right, so for a size comparison, because these guys are going to be out tomorrow, here he is with the Bad Cube side swipe and the MP side swipe. So I would definitely say the side swipe, the Bad Cube one, is looking better with him than the MP one is. But they both, I'd say they both pull it off for the most part. And here he is with MP44. And I think they look great together. And because he also was out, here he is with the if I can get them together right, the Voodoo Toys Ironhide, who's having back problems all of a sudden. And yeah, I think he looks pretty good. I don't have much negative to say. I mean, the biggest negative I've got with this guy is the fact that his eyes are stuck into this head, so I can't swap out the faces. I mean, I know I can go in there with like a screwdriver and pry it out and fix it that way, but I just don't want to damage the eyes. That's it. That's all I really got. I mean, I know some people are upset that he doesn't have more of a ankle tilt, ankle rocker, but quite frankly, I don't pose my guys in like running poses on the shelf, you know. I don't go for the super dynamic look. I mean, I know it's nice to have if you needed it, but it's, you know, I try to give them as much character as I can, but I'm not going to pose them in, like, running or something like that. That's how you get your figures to fall over. So, I'm fine with it. I think he looks good. He's very, very much the character. So, zero issues on the design. And I like the fact that while he is pretty toon heavy, you know, he doesn't look like one of those toon figures to a fault, like, say, MP44, where he's got so many panels and ugliness going on. Yeah, I like him. I like him a lot. I'm glad I picked him up. I originally wasn't going to. I was going to go with the MMC one because that one was about $100, and I just sat there. I was like, which one do I get? And then all of a sudden I got the notice that this guy was in stock in a lot of places. I'm like, all right, I'll just get him. And I got him, and yeah, pretty happy with him. So I'm gonna give him a 10. I mean, really, there's not much about this figure that I don't like. I mean, I really like the way he cleans up. I like the way he's got the car bits on the back. That makes him look not as cartoony. He's a really good figure. A really solid effort from Fanstoys. So hopefully they're, you know, the rest of the last StunnerCon and aerial bots will be like, you know, this kind of quality, and you know, I'm just pretty happy with it. So yeah, I guess that's all I really got with him. Yeah. Solid 10. Great effort.